Wait.
Hello.
Is voice chat at least working okay?
Yes, you're a bit
Yes.
louder than usual.
I am?
Am I crazy?
No? To me, he's not much louder than he normally is. He sounds about the same.
Not definitely loud, but I thought he noticeably louder than he usually is. Regardless.
Might change the Discord server over from...
Well, I've also got text messages that aren't sending, so does Vaughn, so
Oh,
it might just be a general Discord problem.
Possibly.
Yeah, the Discord status says there's a problem with some Google API that Google has to work.
I don't know, for me, when I look at the server settings, it says, region unknown.
Hello.
How many messages do people have backed up? I didn't even know there was an issue.
Just one, but even one is a problem.
Hellion's been locked down entirely.
Yeah, because he's trying to use the website, and the website is what's fucked.
Ah.
See,
Yeah,
I'm
the
using
cell
the app.
phone-
We're all on the, yeah, I'm assuming we're all on the app.
Yeah, the cell phone connection to Discord is also pretty fucked up.
Hmm.
What's going on? Hello?
Apparently Discord's having issues. I don't know. I mean, I haven't had any issues with Discord all day. That was the whole thing whenever...
Basically, their text and their website is having issues. So I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay. I mean, we could go over to Skype if need be.
We could. Though, what was it? Andy's never been on Skype, I don't think. So.
Yes, he's in the War of the Hams.
Oh, yeah, fair
Group.
point.
Or we could also just always use the high quality, intuitive, and in no way, shape, or form shitty Roll20 voice chat.
I'd sooner go back to Ventrilo.
I would rather go back to Ventrilo or TeamSpeak or even Mumble.
Let's all connect to IRC server.
Or how about we see if we can get a couple tin cans with wire between them?
That stretches all the way from the US to the EU and over to where Andy is.
Yes, the
You know,
transatlantic voice line.
I feel like it'll be as reliable and require about as much effort as some of these other suggestions.
Yeah, I think if we have to, we can just go ahead and do Skype if we're having this many issues with Discord right now. Nope, not using the Discord one, or the Roll20 one.
I mean, alternatives for telling you can't get into Discord are Skype.
Skype.
Pretty much out of options at that point because I mean, TeamSpeak and Ventura and other things like that are basically dead.
You forgot
Or
Mumble.
they should be.
You forgot Mumble.
I'd assume they basically are. What reason do they have to exist since Discord came onto the scene?
People who really don't want to dance. One of my friends is still using a World of Warcraft alliance that actually still uses Ventrilo.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I mean, even
because they just haven't gotten rid of it.
No, we'll all start Vermintide 2 and use that voice chat.
But that only allows 4 people to.
We just have to swap in and
Oh,
out.
Yeah, we'll
here's
swap
a
in and out.
better idea. We'll use the Steam voice chat in a group chat.
No, hold on. That Vermintide one has some merit because what we can do is we just have Altor load up 2 instances of the game, and then 3 of us join each of the other one with him in both.
But then one group doesn't know what the other group's saying.
I will concede I haven't used Steam voice chat in years
Ever.
and years. Yeah, so I have no idea if it's less total shit now than it used to be.
Yeah, it's
Probably
better than-
complete total shit. No.
It's better than it was before. I can say that much. Last time I used it like a couple of months ago.
Yeah, but being punched in the neck is better than old Steam voice chat was, so we're not exactly talking a fucking high benchmark.
You don't disconnect as much at least.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
the only thing.
Okay. Well, you made it in.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
because I
She
use
has
Discord
the
app.
app.
Yeah,
Hayden's
and
the only
I'm
one that
always
doesn't.
connected to Discord.
Which means he's kind of screwed, isn't he? He can't get to the website.
Can we send him the setup.exe?
Wait, that's actually a good idea.
Probably
If someone
could.
has it.
I don't. See, I'm getting to the Discord app main page.
Yeah, you
So
can
he
get
could
to the main
download it.
page and you can get to the main page and you can get to the download page. My concern about that is that because it's a chat server problem, he may not be able to. We're all connected to anyway. Like I take it most of us probably had our computers on and just hopped on Discord when the time came. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My concern is more if he's trying to connect to a new session, whether that will work for him. It's worth trying.
It's worth trying and then going over to assume Skype if he can't get in.
should we just start a Skype call?
We could.
Just see if he has any luck with that. I don't know why he's refused to get the app this whole time anyway.
I don't know. Especially
What
when
app?
the Discord app.
Discord app, Zeb.
I know it's the app, but is that like on the phone or?
No, the
No,
desktop
like-
application.
Oh, he's been using the.
He's
Yeah,
been
online
using the
website.
web browsers.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it now. I couldn't even connect to the voice chat through that one. I didn't even know you could.
Yeah, you can.
You can, but if you don't have the window in focus and you're not on push to talk, like you have it as an open mic to just detect when you're talking, it won't pick you up because it's not in focus.
Well, he seems to have it working when we're playing games and stuff, so I don't know how he does that.
Window in window.
Possibly.
Or he uses push to talk because I think or he had push to talk function issues and just took it off.
Yeah.
The goblins have sabotaged Discord just so they wouldn't die today.
Yeah, it's pretty. This seems right.
I planned this. I did this.
The true battle, connecting to Discord.
Grr.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Once we get started.
I wish I was in a better position, but even then I don't know what I should do.
Well, I assume this area. Oh, that's a collapsed bridge, but that's an upper level, so you can't get there. Can't log in through the app.
I figure this might end up happening.
What is going on?
Wait, the bridge isn't collapsed.
I thought this bridge was collapsed.
We thought about collapsing the bridge, but we didn't actually collapse the bridge.
Okay.
You just shut the people off. You shut the two goblins off of it. And
Mm.
Hmm.
Now, that being said, seeing as how it is a goblin bridge, I don't suggest that we send over, say, Ruin or Seraph first.
Well,
Sure.
Ruin and Seraph are over here. They're not gonna have to get on this bridge.
I think
I'm just saying, in terms of bridge designed for and or by goblins, may or may not support the 600-pound lizard or the half-ton warforged.
I'm going to
Anyway,
the app.
it
Yeah,
looks like
okay.
we're going to Skype.
Skype call. Alrighty. You
War of
start
the
the Skype
Hams?
call then. Bye.
Alright, Skype it is.
Hello.
So,
Hello.
really?
I do not
Yeah,
like
they
the,
have-
the way
God.
the Skype app looks now.
Okay, do we have everyone in this Skype? No, we do not, because
It's
Gonna say,
War of
I
the
don't think Andy's
Hams.
in this one.
Andy is in the different one.
Yeah. So cancel this one and go to the War of the Hams one.
Nope. There he is.
okay, do we have everybody?
I think.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can hear you.
Cool.
Why does
Yeah.
Skype sound like everybody's talking through a sock?
Because they are.
Because it's amazing audio quality.
sounds the same to me, but then again, my hearing sucks.
It's
Mine too.
very muffled to me.
Yeah,
That and
it
the
sounds
fun with
muffled to me, too.
The good thing with Discord is you can adjust people so that people that have a naturally loud voice can get turned down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be kind of an issue for tomorrow.
I should
know
have
that.
to
Well,
speak
hopefully-
louder and enunciate.
Hopefully Discord will be back up and running by tomorrow. They're pretty good generally, Discord, about getting the system back up and running after.
Except this
Without-
is a Google problem.
Yeah, but Discord is a huge client, so
Discord does not want to become the new Skype.
Oh yes, where were we last time? Whenever
God only knows.
last time was.
No idea.
We were about to start combat. We didn't roll initiative yet.
Yay.
Now if only you could set up push to mute in Discord somehow.
Oh, that would be.
I mean
No.
Skype.
Oh, we had rolled.
Also, we had rolled initiative for this little combat with these 3 goblins. I remember because I was upset because I rolled low.
You did. You would have 1 or 2.
That is
1.
sad. Sad for him.
Better than a 0.
Wasn't that me?
That was
No,
that was Zeb.
fucking Zeb.
The arrow, wasn't it?
That was Zeb.
I'm sorry, what did I do?
Rolled a
What if
0.
you rolled a 0 on initiative?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because I remember Altor said clearly, "Well, your paladin's asleep."
It's like he's just looking at the hole in the ground, and it's like, what the? It's something. Oh shit! Oh, we're doing this. All right.
All right, hold on. Did I put my weapon over it? Where?
It's like your paladin seems confused that combat has started.
I can't remember what I was gonna do. I mean, it was probably some variation on the theme of shoot things, but you know.
Stupid fucking allergies.
Well, I know Art ended halfway up the little shaft here when
Mhm.
tournament combat was starting. So she has to climb.
And Wolf is also that. Some very, very consistent initiatives rolls there.
Yeah. But you've got to put us all in order, don't you?
Yes, I did.
Mhm. Very consistent. 21.
Fucking goblins.
They're speedy boys.
I have a feeling some dice were mishandled.
I
Or
rolled,
shenanigans.
I rolled 3 19s in a row,
Shenanigans.
then 8, then another 19.
Still calling shenanigans.
Let's see, Wolf. Wolf is not going anywhere because it's with its master. It's not really been alerted. Goblin. No. Also, no. Goblin at the front. I might actually be aware of you. This goblin is going to attempt to break the dam. Which I'm pretty sure their strength score is kind of minimal. Okay, so. Let's see.
Fucking 18.
So, Ruin, Vika, Diarro can all make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
All right.
Ruin says no.
Damn doesn't impress me.
Damn that damn.
Ruin just gives no fucks.
Jean-Claude.
Diarro? Reeve?
Hello?
Hello?
Alright, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry, I've been messing for about... took me a while to realize that no one could hear me. I've been spending like 3 minutes now, apparently right in time, trying to get my Skype to actually broadcast my voice.
Ah,
We hear you now.
I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, if you will.
Sure. Oh, wait, no, that was
It's just
dexterity.
dexterity.
Yeah, there we go. Dexterity save. God damn it.
You rolled the same thing. That's horrible.
well, 20 takes no prisoners.
How the... Wait. If the river is dammed, how the fuck did we get washed out earlier?
There are
There
two
was
There's
two
another
dams.
dam.
dams.
2 dams.
You can see the first dam here and the second one up here.
Since Ruin was so good at his dex that he got a natural 20, can he like give assistance to others so they have like advantage or something? Or does that work that way? I don't know.
You got a natural 20, I'll allow you to grab one person within reach.
No,
And
no,
you
can-
roll your dex.
okay,
save.
let's-
Oh, and
Oh,
and
I
you
did.
succeeded.
And he's okay. So then, you
Yeah, I
can
guess,
grab the arrow.
The arrow is the only one then. Yeah, I'll
Okay,
catch
so-
the arrow.
3 of you managed to quickly push forward up out of the way, the arrow being dragged by Ruin. The rest of you aren't quite within reach of safe places, so if you could all make for me a strength saving throw.
Oh, goodbye, Pac.
Come on, I don't want to go back to the friggin' cave wall thing again.
Wait, so that's everyone behind us, or does that include...
Everyone that could not or did not make a dexterity saving throw. You have to be within distance of safe haven.
I think Sedge might be able to jump up if she had enough strength to her.
I'll
Yeah,
let-
can I
I'll-
grab them?
I'll let you make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage to try and jump up to grab the bridge.
Yeah.
Let's see if this works. Yay, I think. I have no clue yet.
Hey, look at that.
Okay, I said you'd just barely able to jump up, grab the bottom side of the bridge, and pull your feet up out of the way as a wave of water comes by directly beneath you. Park, if I could also have a strength saving throw from you.
A strength saving throw. Why would you want something like that?
Because there's a wall of water coming toward you.
Can't I just teleport to the bridge?
Can you teleport?
Misty
Yeah, you
Step
can
is a
tell-
reaction, I think.
Mr. Step is not a reaction. I think
Oh.
it's a bonus action.
Oh. Well,
Yeah,
then
it's a bonus action.
Yeah, if you could do it as a reaction, I'd let you, but
Okay. So strength saving throw. My strength is 9, so this will go really well. Hey, I'm
Oh,
strong
no.
guy.
despite your smaller stature, very low center of gravity, very difficult to knock down, and you manage to take the brunt of the wall of water. You're absolutely soaked through to your skin, but you're still standing in the tunnel as the water dissipates behind you.
What do my lizard eyes see now that I'm on the bridge?
Let me just uncover that. As you,
Hold on, Bat. We're not going anywhere.
as you pull yourself up, you can see another tunnel, and through it you can see the light from the cave beyond and the goblins ahead of you.
Oh my god, it's a tunnel. I am surprised and shocked.
So I'll just put you up here on the bridge.
I mean, I'm slightly glad there isn't an additional goblin hiding around this corner to shank us.
I am. Question.
Yes,
Is this a hole or a pillar?
a pillar.
You're a bastard.
What you need to do is hit this pillar so it will collide with this
Shame.
pillar, and yeah.
Yes, that is said goblin's turn. It's just turning around and breaking the dam. Release the river.
It sadly did nothing for it.
It
Despite
tried.
the amazing roll.
It did its best. Sesh,
Hello.
your toes got wet.
Because I care so much about that.
I don't even think I'm on the turn order now. Think
Being
about
a
it.
bog lizard.
You're not?
I don't see myself.
He's not.
Yeah, there's no Seraph.
The Seraphs don't get to go on initiative. I've already told you this before. You were asleep. Let's see. Go ahead, add a turn for you. Did you actually get your initiative last time?
Let's see. Did I roll initiative?
Looks like no.
That'd be why I don't have one for you. You did not roll.
Yeah, he didn't roll.
I thought I rolled. Apparently not.
Silly paladins.
Shall I roll now?
It's probably best. I mean, you can stay asleep if you
That-
Wow!
Okay, you didn't roll a 0.
Know your place. Dead last. Okay, Sesh, please
Alright.
continue.
Yes. Okay.
I'd blame my dexterity score, but that's not happening at this point. It's just straight up the dice hate me initiative.
Going up here. Alright, now what am I doing? Yep, it's with advantage. Alright. Let's see if with a -5. No, I'm not gonna do that actually because I'm shooting goblins. Fuck it. I'm gonna shoot a goblin.
Okay.
But before I shoot a goblin, I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark on it. Please, okay, thanks.
It is marked.
Dun, 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 dun. Here comes the one. Goblins, humanoids.
Yes.
Pretty sure humanoid is anything with one head, 2 arms, and 2 legs.
E.
What
He
about
did it as
Joker
bipedal.
Anything bipedal, because there are Ettins which are humanoid, but they have, more than one head.
Oh wait, I thought those were giants.
Still humanoid, kind of.
But aren't they classified as giants for like favorite enemy type reasons?
I thought so, but it's not really
Giant
relevant right now.
humanoids.
I'm just gonna assume that a 15 will hit a goblin.
A 15 does indeed hit a goblin.
Alright, for 21 damage.
Poor goblin.
Yeah, that
Who kills the
goblin's dead.
You will just skewer it through the neck.
Oh, the bugbear's what we're hunting. What we're hunting for, right?
The bugbear was the goblin that you had captured previously. You were told that their leader was a bugbear named Clark.
And
Yes, I've got
that
this
bugbear
bug.
would know where their boss is, or his king, or whatever.
Okay. I can't transfer my hunter's mark as a free action because I've already used it as a free action, but I can shoot that goblin because I get. a second
Yes, of
attack.
course you can. I keep forgetting you get a second attack
Yes. That's what I get.
in the first turn of a combat.
Oh wow.
It's dead. You massively overkilled the first one. If you want to roll damage, please do so. But I'm telling you now, unless you roll Snake Eyes, it is dead.
Yeah, I think it's dead.
Very,
Fine.
very definitively. Only got 12 health.
Excellent.
Christian
Okay,
had
alright.
12 health.
All right, now I'm gonna go get my dinner out the oven.
Roll my athletics. I'm
Add
up.
up the sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to hide.
Okay, so you can move yourself up to around here if you want to be up the chute, and then choose where you want to go from there.
Can I be right here, or is that too small of an area?
What's your speed?
30?
Yeah, you could basically you come up here and then you could move one space from there with your movement.
Okay.
So
And,
it has your movement to climb.
do I get advantage on my stealth? As it's...
There's a sizable fire in the middle of the cave, so
I'm behind a pillar.
I believe they are also distracted by the noises coming.
Yeah.
and also you don't get advantage, but there's no disadvantage from the bright light either.
What?
Okay. I'll address that when it gets to their turn to see if anyone notices. Are you doing
Hopefully
anything
not
else, or are you
with this
just hiding
combat.
out for a second?
Yeah, I'm just hiding out for now. Because, she
Okay.
wouldn't have been able to... She pulled a weapon out, but she wouldn't have been able to climb with it?
That's fine. Okay, Puck, you're very wet.
As you do. I'm also very slow, so if I'll just vault so long, I'll get to here.
You can use your action to dash if you really want to get up to the fray.
Dash is how much movement?
It's your
Double.
movement again.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So if your movement's 25, then you could go 50 feet.
I'll just dash there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I could dash here and fight the goblin in glorious melee. And I'll get my my bat is a bit faster, so it can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can familiars dash?
I believe so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And if you wanted to, it could just ride on your shoulder.
Yeah, but it's slightly faster. I'd like it to scout ahead a bit since I can see through its eyes.
That's fair.
Go, bat.
The arrow. And the bat can now see this goblin through.
All right. I could run ahead and fire off a spell, but I'm thinking of prepping to face down the bugbear, as well as try to make sure I insta-kill goblins from here on out. I'm pretty sure if I went angel form now, that would last until the end of this room, depending on just how tough this bugbear is. So I'm thinking that I'll use this opportunity when we're not under a ton of pressure to when was it? Oh yes, there we go. Yeah. To go angel form. Then go flying. How high up is the ceiling?
About 20 feet in most places.
So out of melee range of even the bugbear.
Potentially, yes.
All right, so going to fly up to the ceiling area and head down over here, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, being nice and bright and drawing a lot of attention. And I'm also going to use my bonus action to, I think, Bardic Inspiration. I feel like art because I think it's most important. I don't know. It could be art or it could be ruin. Someone it's really important hits.
Keep in mind, you already have your inspiration on me, and can't you only have one at a time?
I don't think so. Let me check. No, it's just only one creature can have Bardic Inspiration. Only a creature can only have one Bardic Inspiration at a time.
Okay.
I can have multiple people inspired. It's just I can't inspire the same person multiple times until they use it.
Got it. I just remembered it was like a one thing, and it's a one inspiration, not a one creature inspired. My bad. Carry on.
I wouldn't mind Art taking it, but I don't know. Well, Diarra would probably be able to see her in the back.
It's 60 feet and can hear me, not, I don't have to be able to see my target.
Okay.
So it just sings off inspiration saying, if only someone in the darkness could hear me.
If only!
Something like that, yes.
What does the inspiration do?
Basically, it gives you an extra die on top that you can choose to use on attack saves or...
This song goes out to all the horny girls out there.
Yes, at this stage, it's an extra D6 that, you can roll on top of an additional roll, and you can roll it after you've already rolled. So normally it would be, you roll, you don't make it, but you think if I could add just a little more, on average 3.5 to the roll, maybe I'll make it. So then you can roll the Bardic Inspiration die and add it to that.
And it gets better as his level gets higher.
Yep. So that's why I was thinking, could go to Ruin. With you, it's more important that you hit, but you're also more likely to hit because you sneak attack with advantage. But it also could be used to save you if one of the goblins and all that rolls really well on their insight to spot you, or whatever it is. Perception, whatever. Yeah, I think I'm going to inspire Art. It can either make up for a big whiff on an assassination or help keep her stealth if one of the goblins rolls well. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, Ruin.
Well, let's not make it more complicated than it needs to be. Ruin will walk up and he will hammer this goblin. Warhammer. Let's see. Yep.
Which will certainly hit the goblin.
Yep. Bam. Max damage almost. it's dead.
So you will just cave the top of its head in.
Yes. Appears to be so. And I will resume my movement right
Okay.
here. Let's hope there's nothing coming behind us.
More water.
Sure.
If there's something behind this, I'm sitting there prepared for it.
You'll see the large bugbear holding a club in its big muscly arms. And it is going to start lumbering toward you. So let me just go ahead and quickly check something. Nah. Okay.
So Art's not getting squished by a bugbear yet.
Yet.
Maybe.
Who disturbs Clark? Clark will have a thrown from your bones.
Can't hit Flappy Man.
Can't hit Flappy Man.
Wings are awesome.
Technically, he could probably try if he jumped.
But if he jumped high enough, he would get an opportunity attack from Ruin because he's technically leaving. Anywho.
I'm thinking more like slam dunking.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and roll. Can I actually manage to hit Ruin? My guess is probably not, but you never know if you don't try. So,
Basic 21.
you know how I roll. I either rolled like 1s and 2s or I roll 20s. So that, I'm assuming, is definitely a miss.
Indeed. Your attack fails.
So after swinging at you with his big morning star, with his other hand, he's going to turn and he's throwing a javelin up at Flappy Man.
You son of a bitch.
With a 9. You easily flap off to one side as it chinks off the ceiling behind you and bounces off across the floor of the cavern. Goblin, you're dead. You're also dead. Vika.
Not dead yet.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right, so I am just going to go ahead and doop, 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 doop. Yep, that'll work. So I'm just going to go ahead and scoot up here next to Ruin. And as a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and use, where's it at? Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Sadly, I don't. Wait, does it do its output? There it goes. And then, after manifesting, my happy little fun, for flavor purposes, short spear of darkness, I'm gonna stab that fucker in the face using a cantrip, Booming Blade. Because fuck him in particular. So, and... Oh, where's
Is
the
this
actual
guy
fucking thing?
below Dero or?
Yes, he's below.
Yeah, below me. I'm about 20 feet off the ground.
So basically, he's about 15 feet above the bugbear's head.
Does a 23 hit?
No, actually.
Really? Jesus
That's a
Christ!
dodgy fucking bugbear.
No, 23 definitely hits.
And 10 psychic damage.
About to say, like, hope we've got some DC save damage.
Yeah, that's
ability save damage.
I think I've got Sacred Flame.
Where's Pog with his bells? Yes, that most decidedly a hit. He does not have an AC of 24.
Okay. Then yeah, 10 psychic damage, and that's it for me.
Okay then.
As like Cuthbert said, here cometh the boom.
And now it's
Oh, yeah,
Seraph's turn.
Wait
Well,
for
that-
me!
Wait for
Oh,
me.
It's
yeah.
your turn.
You're probably going to want to dash, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where Bart can get. Here. Well, I'm not gonna go here because I'm gonna get stabbed in the face. But yeah. We technically flying. Trying to figure out how. I think it's.
No, it's technically flying, so you could technically run
Is
underneath
this space
the
open
arrow.
or
Which space?
is space besides ruin?
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of half a space, so it'll be a bit crowded.
I was gonna say you could technically be under the arrow.
Yeah.
I thought I dashed far.
They have become one.
They have become one.
The benefits of three the 2D setting.
There must be a rule 34 of
The
this
mighty
somewhere.
Diarra.
It's,
Or Sorrow.
Sarrow.
Sierra.
Anyway, Wolf. Let's go ahead and see.
See if he smells me.
Benefits of being a wolf. Advantage on perception checks.
Yep. But I was inspired, so I get an extra d6 I could add to my stealth.
Only when you make the wrong, you can't then use it afterward.
Mm.
Hmm. Well, that's bad.
Yeah. Considering I smell like all the other wolves below us, because I went right through there.
Unless you cuddled one of them, you probably don't smell that much like them.
Have you ever been around another animal without touching it and then go home to your animals? They know. The amount of judgment I've gotten from this cat without even having to touch another animal.
It might smell her, but then there is noise and movement and clashing coming from the mouth of the cave.
It knows you're there. It is snarling at you, but right now Master is in trouble. So it is dashing over. Well, not dashing, but it's running over here, and it is going to try and bite south.
That son of a bitch.
So let's see.
Hawk needs to try to charm this animal. Would that be a sedge thing?
I can only charm small animals. No.
Usually it's a ranger thing, but wizards can do basically anything, depending on how they're spec'd, so...
Does a 23 hit south?
I
Sorry,
would
I
certainly
was
imagine
I
so.
said yeah.
So let's go ahead and do damage.
I mean, Sedge can have a chat with the wolf.
You are going to take 8 damage from being bitten by the wolf, and I'd like for you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Damage first and then roll saving.
you lucky bastard.
I just got hit. Call me lucky.
Well, you made your exact save to succeed, so.
Good. How
His initiative? Luck?
says go and talk with the wolf. Ask it about its opinions on the erosion of feudalism to the influence of a rising burger class.
What is burger?
Let's see.
Cooked meat.
Goblins.
Go,
First,
gobbos.
first goblin. Fire an arrow at the flappy man.
You bastards! Arrows are cheat.
Do they have crossbows?
They do not, they have short bows.
Okay.
Flappy man.
If they were crossbows, they'd kill him for sure.
Fucking crossbows.
So, firing with Goblin 1 is a 24.
Sons of bitches.
It's always with the bows.
Right on the boat all over again.
Even if I wanted to shield, that won't save me, so hit me with it. Also, these goblins are rolling at a +5. What the fuck?
They're higher
To be
level
fair-
than normal goblins.
And the average AC of this party is 17.
Also, this should normally be like a level 1 adventure. You're doing it at level 4, so they get a +1.
I know. I'm just like, these are some very accurate goblins.
Extremely accurate.
Ow.
Goblin 2 is going to step over here a bit. This one that already fired, he's going to step back here. Now this second one is going to fire an arrow at Vika. For a 7.
Not a crossbow, don't care.
It doesn't even matter what their stats are, just if it's a crossbow or not.
I have never not been hit by a crossbow. Every crossbow bolt that has been fired at either of my characters this entire campaign has hit me.
And now they are both going to try and hide.
Oh my god, they're rogues. They have rogue levels.
Well, wouldn't they be a disadvantage because they're technically both standing in bright light?
I mean, technically, yes, but they're still trying to hide because they're goblins.
Oh, fair.
They're not smart.
I need to just stop typing in 2d10 instead of 2d20.
What
So-
evil bastard is teaching these goblins goblins rogue techniques?
So
Goblin 1
fif-
has a 15, Goblin 2 has a 20. And they're
What do you
both
roll?
hiding.
What size rolls are those?
Huh?
Oh,
He's
I can't
just
drop the
rolling
highest one.
oh.
Or
I
I
think
don't
they're-
know how to drop the highest one.
There is a way to
D1.
do it, but I've forgotten how to do it.
Oh, the highest one. Oh, shit.
D1 drops the lowest.
The lowest. Yeah, that's my bad.
Is it K1?
no, that means
K1
keep
keeps the
one.
highest as well.
I think it's L.
I think it might be L, but it's been so long since I've had any reason to use it. Regardless, it's a 19 and a 20.
A 15.
15 and a 20, but yeah, okay, 20
Uh,
and 15, and they're both hiding somewhere back here.
Okay. Yeah, K1. If you need to drop the highest dice, use DH, and if you need to keep the lowest lowest dice, use keep 1. Yeah. So,
So DH to drop highest.
2D. Yeah. It says use keep 1 to keep the lowest, but that still dropped the lowest.
Anyway, Sej's turn.
Yeah, I'll look it up if you just want to do.
There we go. Okay, it's DH. Yeah, so 2d20 DH1 will drop the highest. Just in case anybody wants it for the future. But yes. What am I going to do? Good question. I forget. Are there any penalties for shooting into melee combat?
No.
Cool.
There is technically cover considering where you're shooting
Can
from.
ignore cover.
Oh yeah, you're good. Never mind.
But I'm moving so that the rocks aren't in the way anyway. So
You can shoot through cover, but you can't shoot through solid wall.
yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Don't have advantage anymore. But as a free action, I am going to drop my hunter's mark on him
Yay!
because I can do that. But.
Consider him marked.
Excellent. Okay. 25 hits him. You've already established that.
Yeah, considering it's higher than 23, which also hit him.
Yes.
Wang.
So 12.
So, Art.
Are we
Oh, yeah.
wanting to kill him or no? I don't think I could kill him.
I mean, we're kind of hoping that he'll fall unconscious rather than die outright. So.
Fair.
He'd murder the fuck out of his wolf.
No. He's
Now we need a
good
hostage.
Puppy. The good puppy.
The good puppy is currently chewing on the paladin's arm.
He wants to play a game.
I could set everyone on fire. That would be fun, right?
Right. That's exactly what Monstro does, right?
Sphere of Fire does seem ideal in this situation. Anyway, yeah, I recommend a knife between Clark's shoulder blades.
Okay. Yeah, I can put something between his shoulder blades.
I have questions I don't want the answer to.
I can move over here. I get my advantage. Because always flanking. And rapier.
Poke.
Poke.
It will also hit.
Okay. And sneak attack is on 7 and 8. And I don't remember how the auto crit thing works.
I thought that was just that they hadn't taken a turn.
No, it's advantage on anything that hasn't taken a turn, but because rogue, I get flanking, and either way, I'm still flanking, so I had advantage.
Any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit.
And Bugbear was not aware.
Correct.
Wolf was, goblins, wherever they're hiding, would have seen you come out. Bugbear had not.
Mm-hmm. So, do I need to roll the damage again, or no? Or do we just-
Yes.
Okay, so...
You just don't get the modifiers a second time. So.
It's effectively an additional 3 plus 6.
Technically-
Sneak attack applied twice.
You double all rolls on a crit, all die rolled.
Alright.
So, 15, 21,
15,
24.
9, 20. Yep.
Are you alive, Mr. Bugbear? Yes, you are.
Barely?
He's not looking good.
Bonus action, because I still have 10 feet of movement, which is why I measured.
Yes.
But I'm going to disengage. Boop. Disengage. Wrong square. Right square. Disengaged.
Very well. Pock.
Yeah. What should I do?
Fireball.
Sadly, I'm not level 5 yet.
Shame, it would be the perfect time.
4, 5. Let's move here. I have vision. I could set fire to people. How many people do you want to get set on fire?
4.
You could take a random shot and set throw a sphere of fire over here or someplace and see how many goblins catch on fire.
Maybe there are invisible goblins there, yeah.
We know there's 2 down there in this room somewhere.
Well, I can move the flaming sphere 30 feet. So I could pick 6 squares that next to each other and sweep across them.
Or can you cast it and then move it in the same turn?
Yeah, it's a bonus action to move it.
Unless these crates are full of gunpowder, I don't see any way this goes wrong.
I mean, some of them may very well have, booze in them. It wouldn't be explosive, but it might set a lot of fires.
I could also
I'm positive-
just put the flaming sphere in this place here.
Telling that I played too much Luigi's Mansion. The first thing I thought was deal with booze.
I was planning to land in this square and finish off the bugbear on my turn, but
Yeah, okay then. I will cast the flaming sphere in, say, this square here, and move it 1. Let's see. Move it 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it ends in this square here.
Okay. Is there a dexterity save involved, or do they just get burned if they're next to it?
If they end their turn next to it, then they need to make the dexterity save. Also, if it hits them while it's moving, then it stops moving and they need to make the dexterity save.
And if it starts next to them when you cast it?
I don't think that there's anything.
So having it spawn someone, having it then move around the room, unless it happens to bump right into them, wouldn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we putting it?
Started here and it moved into this square here.
Need to get your symbol to represent your little ball of hatred.
yeah, there we go. This is the course he plotted out.
Yeah, I need something different. I need to use something different for it. But for now, this is your fireball.
I'm sorry, that would be a furball. That is slightly different.
Well, it is pretty flaming.
Lord. I take it he didn't hit anything?
He did not.
Unfortunate.
Yarrow.
Okay, I'm gonna come in and land behind our bugbear friend. And I think so. Clark, you ever heard of something called a tax of opportunity?
Yes.
Mhm. Oh, good. This won't be much of a surprise.
Controlled by Punk. You go,
Just
Punk,
an-
now you have a fireball.
So yeah, I'm gonna dissonant whispers him.
He gets a wisdom save.
Yeah, gotta hit DC 15.
Don't worry, he is amazing at these.
I'm sure he is.
His whole +0. It's gonna be a no.
Okay, well that's 10 damage straight off, plus my 4 from Radiant Soul, and now he has to run away and take all of our attacks of opportunity.
He's not going to be doing any of that.
Oh, he's closer to death than I thought he was.
Not because he's immune to fear, but he's literally just going to collapse as soon as you yell at him.
Oh, well, that was less spectacular than I was hoping for. Oh well. Okay, I can inspire someone or I could heal myself. I think I'm going to cast a Bardic Inspiration over on Ruin.
So I have to clarify, lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal. I'll be quite happy to just psychic shriek him into unconsciousness.
Because he was at 1 hit point.
Jesus Christ! Well, that was overkill. I could have just poked him. I could have punched him. Anyway.
Yeah, he's just going to take 1 step away from you and just slump to the floor.
Body inspiration gives me an advantage. Oh,
Gives you an extra d6 to add to a roll of your choice.
oh okay.
For that you can, I think it's up to 10 minutes after you're inspired.
All right.
Take heart from my beautiful singing voice.
Well, I'm gonna step over here. And I'm
Sure you don't
gonna
want to flank around over here and hit the wolf?
yeah, I have the range, and I don't leave actually his range attack area. So yeah.
Because then
I
you
can
will
get-
get advantage, because now Bureau and Sir Arthur double teaming the wolf.
Why would you do that to a nice little wolf?
Hammer time.
That is definitely going to hit a wolf. I'm pretty sure in some places this qualifies as animal cruelty.
No doubt about it.
It stops being cruelty after they attack you. Then you're just putting it down.
Yes, the wolf is looking a bit hurt, but still standing, looking angry, ready to attack. Vika.
I have this lovely image in my head of the bugbear running away and getting turned into a pincushion from every side.
I'm just gonna scoot down here and just stab the wolf. Just scoot.
Don't stab the wolf.
The wolf is chewing on the paladin.
I did
What has the wolf
everything
ever
not to
done
hurt
to
the
you?
wolf.
That is also going to hit the wolf. Oh, wolf. Andy, describe how you murdered the wolf.
Just in the most anticlimactic fashion possible. I'm just going to calmly walk around Serath and just poke.
Monster.
You monster.
Okay, now I'm going to kill these goblins and whatever the hell's up here.
Seraph.
With the hiding goblins.
That no one has tried to notice yet.
We're busy.
Perception. Nothing great.
Hmm?
Trying to think of.
It's perception.
Well, it's perception, but. They could think of an action. I think I know another way of getting him out. Since my perception up roll is always tending to end up crap.
Can't be any worse than your initiative.
Behold! Ah. Works. Fear me.
Okay. Each creature of your choice that you can see.
Oh, yeah, that definitely works.
So if you can figure out where they are, it will work.
Alright, that's that perception.
Wow, it's a fair question. Like, what's that mean? Does it mean like should be able to see him, or does it mean that he can, like, has noticed? Because
For some reason, I read that backwards if they could see you.
It's like the bug bred and beast of trial. These goblins are so stupid that they believe that if you can't see them, they can't see you.
Perception. No.
You are
It's
not
still
sure
not
where the
better.
two goblins are.
Zeroth does not need to see things to defeat them.
Okay. Fortunately, if you had managed to walk right into one, you probably would have found it.
Maybe.
So, Goblin 1,
God, it's like playing Minesweeper with goblins.
2, 3. You will hear. It sounds like scrabbling of stone and then a slightly squeaked yelp from the chimney on the western side of the cavern.
Those bastards!
Well, if that's what's happening, then someone can see them.
Oh yeah, Kosh will see one
This-
goblin come sliding down the chimney, and Art might catch over her shoulder the sight of like a little green man disappearing down there.
And
If
taking
Kosh-
fall damage.
If Kosh sees the goblin, everyone in the cave will know where the goblin is then.
Actually, no, Kosh will see the goblin. Kosh will see the goblin sliding down the chimney, running across the cave, and then having 3 of the 5 wolves in there jump on it.
It's developed a taste for goblin flesh.
Gosh, you were supposed to be keeping watch. I did. I watched it climb up the chimney. I watched it slide down, and I watched the wolves jump on it.
I was watching. You didn't say guarding or alerting.
Watch my back. Your back just got punched twice.
Your back just got jumped on by 3 wolves.
As for other goblin, yeah, it's shooting south. You just blended into the middle of the cave in front of it.
Goblin's welcome to surrender, and then we find out if we take prisoners or not.
And the arrow is just going to blink harmlessly off your shield as you see a goblin off to your right here. And it is going to go ahead and try and hide again.
Goblin, that is not how you surrender.
Well, to be fair, we also have a nasty history of murdering prisoners, so.
They don't know that.
Where was the goblin?
Over here somewhere.
It was here.
Can't see, you're on the wrong layer.
I know, because it's immediately stealthing again.
No, but you said it was here and we can't see where you indicated because you indicated on the wrong layer.
Here. And then it has immediately hidden again with a 21.
Okay, wait. I have an idea. We just take all of the loot, and then we just have a surprise box of goblin.
And it worked with the rats on the boat.
I'm just saying.
So, do you actually actually have a perception check that is good enough that you might actually spot a goblin.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just having a look at some stuff.
I mean, even if you're good, beating a 21 is going to be really fucking hard. Although, wait, no, you might actually, yeah.
Well, I mean, if I could be uninterrupted for a minute, I could find it no problems, and I wouldn't even have to roll the test. But, question,
Yes?
can I track it?
Hmm. I mean, tracking would tell you where it's been, and you could follow its tracks up to where it is.
Mm-hmm. I'll try a perception.
So if you're trying to do tracking in combat, I'd probably say roll at a disadvantage.
Well, given that I roll tracking against favored enemies with an advantage, it means I would just roll
Straight.
straight, yeah. But, that's the other question. Yeah, no. I have to be able to see it to do that. Alright. That's what I was doing before I got distracted. That's what I wanted. Okay. So when you're rolling a stat without using the sheet, you roll 1d20 plus your necessary modifier, yeah.
Plus your proficiency if you have it.
Okay. Does not have it. There is someone who rolls all perception checks with an advantage. Why did I drop the highest? It wouldn't have worked anyway. That 9 wouldn't have gotten it. Gosh, you're too distracted by the thing eating. Oh well.
Indeed. Art.
Okay. I'll try seeing if I can see something with my -1 perception. There's no
You
way for me to
can't see it,
actually
then.
see it. No.
And apart from stumbling around and just happening into it,
Hold on. Let me look at. That probably wouldn't work. I was gonna say, Art could grab a handful of ball bearings and just chuck it over in the area where we saw it before it disappeared and see if something plinks off of it. But I don't think that would work. Yeah, well, she'll, she'll move over here and she'll roll her stealth. Stealth versus stealth. Oh, it shouldn't have had the advantage on her. It mattered, but
I'm gonna have to stop you there.
There's the goblin.
okay. I smacked into it.
You ran right into it.
So I could attack it.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be bad for him. Possibly.
You won't have advantage
Nope.
on your assassin, but yes, you can shank him.
13?
I don't think that does hit a goblin, no.
But we know where he's at.
Yep, you know where he is.
Right here.
Hawk.
Bonus action. Move this here. Oh wait, it can't move there. It bounces out. And the goblin needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
No.
Takes 9 fire damage.
Looking pretty badly injured.
And that's only my bonus action. Well, let's use Toll the Dead. Okay. It's
2 or
DC
2.
15 wisdom save. I'll take 2 damage. Aha!
Definitely
Yeah.
taking you 2 damage. Still alive.
Not for long.
And he will get to hide again if he can live through 4 more of you.
Well, okay then. I guess we're not going to be friends, Mr. Goblin.
It's the Flaming Diero.
I see no reason to get all fancy here. I think I will just stab him.
Also, I
Now,
posit, is
you
every
can-
Diero a flaming Diero?
The flaming sphere does do friendly fire damage, which is why I moved it away from Art and Saroth.
All right, that's if I end my turn within 1 space of it.
Yeah.
Okay, bit of an issue.
But at the end of my turn, I could have just dismissed it. I think that's a free action.
No, I can just hang
If it's a
back and Eldritch
concentration
Blast.
spell, you can just choose to end it.
Yeah.
I can hang back and just blast it. That barely makes a difference.
Well, it's not like I'm going to need it afterwards. The sphere. Sphere fizzles out.
All right, stab it. Ooh, not a great roll.
I forgot I had Bardic Inspiration on my thing.
Yeah, you probably would have hit if you used it.
Yeah, I forgot I had it.
Well, all right then.
Ruin.
Yes, indeed.
I have hopes that this goblin might survive all 4 of you. It's already gotten through 1.
Well, it needs to survive me, my body inspiration, and my what's the code?
It's a fair point. You'd basically have to roll a wand miss, I think.
Probably. So let's see, what's the distance? Can I get up behind it? Not quite. Not quite. All right. Let's walk up and warhammer it.
Wow. Our dice.
Do you want to
suck.
use your inspiration?
Yes, I'll use my inspiration.
That's another d6 then.
Mhm.
Go on and be inspired by my song.
You have an 84% chance of hitting it.
Wonderful. Let's see how it goes.
Hit the
That
stupid
is a-
goblin.
All right, finally.
I'm gonna say if you rolled a 1,
Oops. I click it twice, but the first one counts.
and the damage is entirely irrelevant. It was at 1 health and it will get splattered across the floor.
Combat over.
Combat.
Not necessarily. Wait, unless
I
you
was
declare ambush, 'cause
asking.
I guess I'm wondering about this freaking thing up north, this unexplored area.
And
Explode
we
area?
heard noise and stuff.
Yeah, so I want to go and clear that place out while I still got angel form.
Oh, you mean up here on the northwest?
Yeah, across the bridge.
Yeah, I mean, just this combat where you are right now is over.
Okay.
Charge! We must clear this entire cave of evil.
But what if we are the evil?
Don't get existential on me, Ruin. I have a voice in my head that assures me I am an absolute moral right.
So you were going to be rushing up through this tunnel here then, across the bridge?
If that's the direction that we heard the scratching and noise stuff from earlier, yes.
Yeah, you could hear, when you were in this area, you could hear the sound of goblin voices coming from this direction.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah,
probably
that
should
sounded
stand
like
here
voices.
and prevent them from escaping.
That's not a bad idea, but yeah, we still got an elf to save, and there's probably some goblins and shit with her.
Does anybody want to stay on the lower level to make them not escape? Or
I can.
all right,
All right, yeah, you can climb through this through the chimney, and then be ready to cut them off if any of them come down this way.
Oh, I'm probably not gonna take that down the chimney because I have a feeling the wolf's still pretty hungry.
Fair
Yeah,
point.
the
We can
wolves,
split up. Oh wait, no,
the
I
wolves
can
are
go.
okay with us.
I can go this way and try to cut them off this way because I can fucking fly.
right. You don't have to climb anything.
The wolves might have been okay with you before, but they're hungry again because they just ate a goblin as soon as you showed up.
Well, we give them more goblins. Duh.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally start dragging goblin corpses over here and dropping them down, make them all hungry. There's 4 more goblin corpses and
Oh.
5 wolves.
Oh,
How long
or-
does SMR flight last? Is it 10 minutes?
It's 1 full minute, of which I was only actually in it for 2 rounds.
12 seconds.
I thought each round was 5 seconds.
Well, maybe.
Whatever.
I'm used to the
Not
standard
that round
6
for 6 seconds.
6-second rounds.
Yeah, I think it's 6 seconds, but either way, you probably, if you move quickly, you might still have a couple rounds of it by the time you're all over here.
My thinking is if we dash, which presumably we did, it probably takes us like 2 rounds to get into position here. So I've still got 6 more rounds of angel form.
As each of you start to move quickly across the bridge, and you can see the bend around in the cavern ahead.
Oh, well, okay then.
Combined.
With our combined strength.
I hear something on the left. Ah, Judge. No, it
Okay.
was Zero. Oops.
Yes, it is the arrow.
Body check him against the wall.
Body check him against the wall. Yeah.
As you come round straight into sight of a cavern
Death
full of
to the
goblins.
human. Death to the human chicken.
Flappy man.
I don't flap. My wings are purely aesthetic.
If,
There could be no goblins in this cave.
if Belle were here, she would call you Flappy
Oh
Man.
yes, I've got them all on the wrong layer right now.
She would.
so-
I'd say that's. Wow, now I'm getting a Twilight Zone feel. I'm just charging here, there's nothing here.
The goblins are on another plane of existence.
Ah. Hi, goblins.
Yes, you come around and see many goblins. And you can
Many.
you can hear further still.
Cool,
Ah.
let's kill them.
Indeed. Do we roll new initiative? Oh,
Probably will, yes. The cave, as you can see, is divided in half by a 10-foot high escarpment. The steep natural staircase leading from the lower portion to the upper ledge, and the air is hazy with the smoke of a cooking fire and the pungent smell from the smell of poorly cured hides and unwashed goblins.
Saroth, have you been keeping up with us, or?
Sarah's
sorry, yeah.
having a nap.
Is he still asleep on initiative?
Yes, that one initiative again.
So also, did anybody think to secure the bugbear before we left?
No.
No.
Oh, well, sucks for us.
I was gonna say, He's a-
He'll wake up in a minute of a headache.
Look, if he wakes up again, that's the worst mistake he could make, because we can poke him and he'll drop dead.
And right now, you can see across the chamber, there appears to be an elven woman dressed in green robes with long red hair, and currently bound and gagged against one wall of the chamber with a goblin standing before her.
Kinky.
Quake, foul evildoers, and face your righteous justice.
Indeed.
so initiative again.
rolling initiative. Yes.
Fowl? They do not look like chicken.
No, the arrow look like chicken right now.
Okay, wait.
Sedge
so
is gonna note to that. The arrow is chicken?
hold on. So Sedge knows that fowl means chicken, but doesn't know that bear means stay.
Yeah. What Sedge knows varies greatly.
Some
Yeah.
selective fucking common you've learned.
And now
Art
it's
has,
your
like,
turn to get the
no-
high initiatives.
Yeah, no, it's Art's turn to have the low initiative.
Okay, so I need to make sure I get all these right again.
But I'm still
Jack of all
inspired.
trades. Jack of all trades coming in clutch. Unfortunately, I was dashing, so didn't have time to inspire anyone or heal myself.
Dashing and daring, courageous and caring.
Can you add inspiration to an initiative roll?
It says any. You said any roll.
I cover, let's see, all attacks, saving throws, and ability checks. I
But
believe
dexterity is initiative is a dexterity ability check. That's how come Jack of all trades applies to it.
Yes, I know. That's what I was saying. So I think you can.
If you really wish to, yes, you can.
Hold on, let's just see how this goes.
Sure, just a. Woohoo! I made it to 7.
You know, fuck it. I'll go ahead and use the inspiration. See if I can get any faster. Yes.
She's
Yes,
on
I
a
can.
21 now. She's speedy.
There's got places to be.
Yeah, because it's very good, because once again, a couple of the goblins have rolled 21s.
Get into the fight faster,
Shenanigans.
you slow bastards.
Everyone's got their initiative set.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Do-do-do.
Fuck you, 21 Goblin.
21 goblin salute. He is just
Oh.
going to move over here.
Well, wait, wouldn't I go before him?
Oh, yeah, you're right. So let me just bump you up. And back.
Goblin. Established goblins have what, 12 hit points, I think?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'll just give it to you. Yes, they've got 12 hit points.
Okay, good.
Okay, what would you call the light level in this room?
So there is sort of a campfire down this area, so it's lit down here, but as it moves further up to this upper bit, it's darker.
So well lit, bright light.
Well lit to dim. Well lit on the lower half, dim light on the upper,
Okay,
with upper being south and lower being north.
got it. All right. Well, I mean, in that case, I'm just going to go ahead and scooch up. If I go, but I know he's there. All right, so I'll just scooch up here then, and I'll just actually, if I'm here, can I see this goblin up here?
Oh god, what's that fireball doing?
That's like a cooking fire that they have.
But can I see the northmost goblin from where I'm standing?
Yes.
Cool. For my action, I'm going to go ahead and Booming Blade this close little guy here.
Okay.
Is 17 to hit?
Hits.
18 psychic damage. All right, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and cast a spiritual weapon right here.
Okay, what does your spiritual weapon look like? Because we have never really determined this before.
Well, since I'm a cleric of Morden, it should probably be a hammer, but I like spears. So whichever one you have handier.
I'll see what I can find in a second.
Okay. But
flying nunchuck, apparently I have access to.
It's a flying nunchuck.
and if Belle had spiritual weapon, she would totally use the spiritual nunchuck. Yeah, that'll do.
Spirit
All right.
spear.
And in that case, I'm gonna whack the North Goblin.
Or, spirit nunchuck.
Close enough.
23.
23 will hit.
9 force damage.
Poor goblin.
Yeah, smack it.
Smack it real good.
Fortunately, it's not dead.
That's fine. Spiritual weapon lasts for a minute, so I've got time.
And it's kind of upset, so it's going to move over here. It's going to fire back at you.
I mean, like you do.
Go goblin power.
No.
No. Goblin power, you disappoint me. So then it is going to keep going. So 1, 2, 3. And it is going to try to hide in bright light.
They're very smart goblins.
That's how well they seem to hide until you literally walk into them.
Mm-hmm.
Zero.
Okay. I'll go flying in here.
Okay.
Measured out so I can. That comes sweeping down behind this goblin.
The one that's in front of the elf.
Yes. Don't suppose I get advantage for this?
She can't really offer you advantage for flanking.
Unfortunate.
The person has to be able to threaten the creature.
Yep. Let's not get fancy here. Perish, abomination. Is that a hit?
No,
Really?
really.
Yeah, it's about 15 considering what Ruin was going through.
Ugh.
Dex
Alright.
plus 2, leather armor, and a shield. AC 15.
Alright, I miss. What was it? Gonna use my free action to healing word myself.
Okay.
Bam, back to full in case I get surrounded by goblins.
Well, it's going to be Ruin's turn. But before he does, there's a goblin that held its action.
How dare he?
So
Backfire shenanigans.
this one that has been hidden up here at the upper end of the cave is going to fire an arrow at the arrow.
Cool.
Flappy man.
By all means, shoot me.
Over 15, so that's going to be a no, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you'll have to shoot better than that.
Ruin.
Alright. Should make it more complicated than it has to be. Woke up and hit this goblin with the hammer. Hammer time. 16.
That will hit.
Wait, no, I didn't actually have advantage,
No, you did not.
so I guess that will fail.
Cannot hit these fucking goblins.
No. The awful.
We miss
Huh?
them, they miss us. Never miscommunication.
Might as well then use an action surge.
Okay.
Isn't that by definition literally nothing but miscommunications?
Action surge and
Aha!
in hindsight, should use some fighting spirit to get that actual advantage, but
Okay.
So anyway, yeah. So attack it again. There we go.
That will hit.
That's a smackaroo.
Yeah, that's a pretty low damage though.
But min damage, yeah. Ouch.
But you have its attention.
That's good.
Next goblin. It's also going to pop out of stealth. And fire another arrow at the arrow.
That's all right. I got shields for everyone.
For an 8. You won't
Yeah.
be needing those shields.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, not even my regular shield. That's just. I don't think I would even. Yeah, even if I was completely naked, that wouldn't hit me.
And so it is going to try to hide again. This goblin is gone.
Jesus.
All I can say is,
Give-
please, the arrow, keep your clothes on.
Give me back my 20, you thieving bastard.
And this goblin. There's a floating spear in front of it. This is making it feel a bit uncomfortable. I'm going to give control of it to you, Andy. There you go. You should now have control of the spear. Okay, this goblin is going to go ahead and shoot you before you move the spear toward it.
Like you do.
For a 25.
It crit.
Yeah, no. Even shield didn't save me. Yep, that hits.
Crossbows, Andy.
Fucking crossbows, yeah.
Apparently, all bows. No.
Well, I have been missed by regular arrows. I have not been missed by bolts.
So against you, it will do 6 damage. Low rolls.
Okay.
Plus it's a goblin, they don't exactly do a lot.
And then I have to make a Constitution saving throw, yeah?
If you have a concentration spell, yes.
Yeah, Shadowblade's concentration.
Basically, just roll a 10 or higher on your concentration save and you've succeeded. You're good. Look at all these fucking 20s.
I am really attached to my sword.
First Discord is broken and now this. Okay, it is now Pop's turn.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move here and
Also, Reeve, with the time for you all to get over here, I would say you probably have one more round of your flight.
Seriously? Let me check that distance. How tight a fit? Well, let's see. Do. Okay, dude. Okay, I was actually in it for 2 rounds till combat ended. Standing here. There's 1 round.
I'll cast sleep in this square.
Okay.
Okay, it would take me 3 rounds to actually get into position. So that's 2 plus 3 plus the one that just happened. So I've still got 7, 8, 9, 10.
But that's if you perfectly dashed the exactly right minimum distance to the thing. We wasted exactly 0 time after it went down, and you just made a beeline for it.
And you also didn't wait for everyone else that had to take the slightly longer way around to catch up with you.
Yeah, and if you're waiting for Puck,
that is still accounting for that. Let's see. I can dash with everyone else from.
Reeve, I will give you 2 more rounds. That's all I'm giving you.
Fast could Puck make it?
Reeve. I'm being firm on this. So you're casting sleep.
Yep. 25 hit points starting from the lowest.
Okay, how big? Where does it hit? How big a radius?
It's 20 feet.
And which square did you put it in? Was it this one?
Yes, this one. So from there it's everything in
Okay,
here.
I just have to move the arrow for a second so I can see this thing's health bar. Okay, so this one is unconscious. This one here underneath the arrow is unconscious. I'll just move it here. And then let me just determine 1, 2, or 3. And this one is unconscious. Moving or staying there?
I moved here, so this
Oh,
is
right.
then.
All right. So, Sish.
Move here.
Okay.
Shoot the goblin.
No, not the goblin.
I shoot at the goblin.
You shoot at the goblin. That is definitely gonna hit the goblin.
Yes, definitely hit the goblin. Ah, fuck. I meant to ask. Sorry, I meant to say first before I shoot the goblin that I put a fucking hunter's mark on him as well.
You will shoot the goblin. Live, goblin. Live.
Oh, he does live.
There be life.
Except
Twice.
because you gave us a new round of combat.
Goblin will die. Poor goblin. You hardly knew him.
His name was Steve.
Actually, his name was Eumic.
He had a rich internal fantasy life.
He did. He had a backstory and everything.
As it
After
he
spend-
was survived by his wife and 2 children.
After I spent the entire past 3 weeks writing up his backstory.
We'll
We
just
start
go ahead
tearing up
and-
that sheet.
it's a pre-written adventure, but let me just tear this page out of the book. South.
Moving, striking. This one down
Wait.
here.
Did you go around the wall or over the wall?
Went through the wall.
Well, I mean, Paladin. That sounds about right.
As I say, it's a good point. How did you get to where you are?
Magic.
Even he doesn't know.
No, he can make
it's a
it.
steep embankment. No, this is like a high ledge. You'd have to take the stairs or climb.
Says
How
here.
tall is it?
He said it 10 foot.
Like, you'll find the area because you can fly for a little bit longer, but everyone else would have to take the stairs or climb.
He can
But he
dash.
can reach if he dashes.
Yeah, he can dash and smack.
I can't dash and smack because I can't.
Just leap over the wall. I have faith in you. Trust in your strength.
Yes, if you want to just leap, make an athletics check and see if you can leap.
I should have taken those wings.
If you don't make a very good athletics check, you will probably just slap into the wall at about chest height and have to crawl the rest of the way.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yes,
Like
kind of
that.
like
That's
that.
what it
Go.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Yeah. I can get there.
P-Draggy not failing
Yeah.
those athletics checks.
P. Draggy, with surprising athleticism, will manage to leap several feet up into the air, planting his hands upon the ledge and pulling himself up.
Much to the dismay of this goblin that's about to get hit. Maybe. If he doesn't roll a 1.
Gonna get a draggy to the face. Face draggy.
Drake. That's a crit.
Oof.
That was a bad day for that goblin.
This is like so many 20s. This is roll damage.
Sucks to be you, Gobbo.
That's what happens because he held his action. He didn't actually get to do anything. Hey, he's not making the dexterity check because you will sever him in two from shoulder to hip.
He split the arrow in twain.
As I say, just imagine being that goblin. Like you're standing over there, you feel good about yourself because you shot the Birdman, and then here comes just 600 pounds of angry fucking lizard just from
Wha-
below.
In some fairness, he
Not
didn't
that
hit
heavy.
me. No one's hit me
Yeah.
since.
They've tried.
With an athletics of 19, I can only imagine that Saroth breached the wall majestically like Free Willy.
Sadly, if he'd rolled a 20, yes. Sadly, it was more like leapt up and basically just went into a shoulder roll as he came up on top of the ledge.
Grabbed
Either
the
way,
ball,
it's a
pulled
terrifying
up,
sight
rolled
that a
over.
giant dragon man came charging at him and then split him in two.
Dragon Man, burning up his fuse
Okay.
up there alone.
I believe in the goblins. Next goblin. You're asleep.
I don't know. I feel like that last goblin is of two minds about the situation.
Hey.
Art.
Funny joke. Sorry, that came out a lot more sarcastic than I intended it to.
No, the sarcasm stands. That was
Okay,
how we
so
started the comment.
I'm
So
guessing
these
this
two
last
are
goblin's about to
unconscious.
die. Yeah,
These,
all the
yeah,
ones with
these
the
two.
face thing are unconscious. So this guy's the only living one we know about that's still standing. So
Well, I think you know there's another one that tried to shoot you, but it went missing.
yes, but our chances of finding it are, I don't think, very good.
Yeah. We're just gonna say no. It's not happening. Thing is, I'd have to use my I'd have to use my bonus action dash to get over here to him.
What about your bow?
Yeah, just shoot with an arrow.
Shoot him in the dick.
Well, I mean, if you want to get especially cruel about it, sure. Or you could just shoot it in any of its other bits. Those are also acceptable targets.
Also an acceptable target, yeah. I mean, I could. I would have to drop my rapier because I didn't have my bow out.
That's the thing. Drawing weapons a free action.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
could.
stowing them isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
That's why I said she had to drop her rapier, because she did already specify she had a rapier in her hand earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Here's what you do: you draw the bow and you fire the rapier out of it.
I don't think Altor would allow that.
Unfortunately, generally rapiers are a bit too heavy for that.
Maybe it's a very heavy draw on the bow.
No.
No.
So I'll
worth a
use
shot.
my bonus action dash
It's only it's just a little rapier.
over to him.
Could a halfling use a crossbow bolt as a spear?
Probably.
They're not
I
that
don't
small.
know.
12 would not hit.
12 will not.
No, but now he has to figure out if he wants to try and deal with me or go
Are
through.
you still inspired, or did you use it for your initiative?
I used it on my initiative. Such an amazing
Unfortunate.
initiative. I know, right?
Let's see. Goblin.
Is asleep.
Invisigoblin.
He's not asleep.
Invisigoblin is never asleep.
Invisalign.
So let's see. Invisigoblin, what are you doing? Because you're probably going to die if you try anything.
Should he be testing his willpower?
I don't know, should he?
I don't know. We've just come in here and we're murdering everything.
It's a very valid point.
I didn't mean to put that up. I was just trying to look at the spell, and I forgot that if you click it, it just goes straight to putting it in the chat.
I should invest in a bag of gravel.
Yeah. You were going to see a goblin at the back of the cave back here, leveling his bow at the elf woman, saying, "Truce, or the elf girl dies."
Some bold words. What's the cost of resurrection again?
300 GP.
Oh, boo-hoo, I have that much. I have 500.
Yeah, but it's
But none of us can cast
No,
it.
no,
Yeah,
it's,
none of
no,
you
it's
can
300
cast it, and you have to have 300 gold worth of diamonds specifically.
How much do
Yeah.
diamonds cost?
1 to 1.
No,
About 300 GP.
Yeah, 300 GP worth of diamonds. But the bigger problem is that 300 GP is the bottom barrel price for Resurrection. That's for Revivify, which requires having someone on hand that knows the spell within a minute of the person dying.
If you want to do it if you want to do it later than that, you're talking like 1,500 or something, and
Oh.
more for stronger spells.
I've got 830 gold.
But you don't have a diamond, and none of you know the spell.
I could get 830 gold worth of diamonds.
I can solve this problem on my turn
Yeah, let's.
because I know jokes.
Yep. Well, it did its turn. It's trying to get truce.
Yeah. Next goblin is asleep. So Vika.
Okay. Do. Would I have heard the goblin's thing?
Yeah, it was shouted out quite loud so everyone could hear it.
Would I then kind of know the rough location of where that goblin is?
Difficult to judge.
Okay.
You're in a
Caves
cave.
echo.
You're in a cave. There's the sounds of fighting all around you, and yeah, it's kind of echoing around the walls.
Also water rushing.
Yeah.
Also
Right.
snoring goblins.
But,
Yep. All of these things are valid.
But I would have heard that it came from up on the ledge, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so then...
Sarath can see.
Yeah.
Dira's still flying, yeah? Oh, it wouldn't matter because I could go through him anyway.
Go through him like butter through a lactose intolerant man.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go ahead and
Dance.
trot my happy little ass. Let's see, there.
I'm worried though, is that I'm guessing he's probably got the bow on Overwatch, so I'm guessing he'll shoot in response to certain specific triggers.
It's basically a held action. If someone tries to attack him, he will fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. That's
fair
why
enough.
I wanted to wait till my turn and use Tasha's Hideous Laughter to disable him. Unless someone else has a similar spell.
I mean, I can just throw something at him that he can't fucking see till it hits him. Which, is a thing. But, well, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and move my spiritual weapon over here as a bonus action and hit this dude. Because fuck that dude.
Fuck that dude in particular.
Just gonna assume that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Come on, damage. Do your thing. That's gonna proc 3 times here in a second.
Oh, probably. And we just take the highest one, right?
The entire
I know, right?
internet is breaking.
We usually take the first one.
Well, yeah, we would take the first one. It's being smartasses.
First Discord, now roll 20.
Oh, I have a message in Discord.
I don't.
Ah, well, looks like
There it
some
goes.
servers are coming back online, so
7. Poke.
Yeah, I'll take it. All right, in that case, then I'm just going to... I will walk over towards the stairs towards that, then, because I'm more concerned about that than probably anything else. Actually, there we go. I'll just interpose myself between. And then for my action, I'm just going to throw my fucking Shadow Blade at this guy.
At that guy?
This guy up here that I hit with the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
19.
That will hit.
17 psychic damage.
That will kill him. And as he shrieks out, this goblin is loosing its arrow.
Nah, that's what I thought.
The arrow is going to strike the woman in the upper chest, and she is going to stomp down against the cave wall. She is now bleeding out.
That's fine. I can fix that.
Awesome.
Goblin is asleep. The arrow.
I don't even know anymore.
Well, she's bleeding out, which is essentially death saving throws.
No, fine. I don't see do.
I was about to say, cleric, right here. I got her.
Okay, fuck it. I just want this combat to end, so let's hideous laughter.
Okay.
Oh wait, please don't tell me Goblin's too stupid for this. I don't think so.
No, it's intelligence 4 on her, isn't it?
Yeah. It's almost got its beast level, so I think goblins are smart enough not to fall.
Goblins are dumb, but they are intelligence 10, so they're not necessarily stupid. They're just kind of not bright.
That's better than me.
It's DC 15.
Okay, and that's wisdom.
So, Goblin, have I ever told you the joke about the bear? Apparently not.
I don't know if it got the joke, but it still finds it kind of funny.
We can tie it up or coup de grace or whatever. I don't care. Then healing word the elf. My bonus action.
You can't cast 2 spells on a turn.
Yeah.
Fine.
It just
Yeah.
you can do a spell and a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever then. Then I guess I'm done.
Ruin.
Well, geez. All kinds of stuff happenings. I don't think. Is there anybody else left to kill?
There is one goblin currently hiding.
Oh boy. Well. Can I just climb up my way up here and take a look?
Yeah.
All right. Do I have to roll anything, or can I just do it?
So you can roll basically if you want to keep moving at your normal pace, or you can just climb up.
I want to keep moving so I can go up to it if I see it.
Just give me an athletics check.
All right, athletics over here.
Yep. You can just vault your way up and keep moving across the chamber.
Do I have to roll perception to see it now? Or?
Yes.
All right, let's try. Not very good. I guess I'll move the rest of my movement speed, which is like 10.
It's a goblin. It's going to come out of hiding. And is going to try and shank Vika.
Oh, snap.
With a 17.
Nope.
All your AC's got so much better. Oh, my rolls got worse. I don't know.
I was gonna
Let's say
say
Claire.
that would have hit. That would have
Heavy
hit.
armor.
That would have hit Art.
So let's see. Goblin, you're dead. So you can't really hide. It might try and disengage. It's going to disengage away from you again, back behind its pillar of safety.
That's the spirit.
If it can't hide again,
I mean, if it wants, it can take an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Well, 2 opportunity attacks, I think.
Pot. Timo?
Did he go away, or is he muted, or what's going on?
Oh yeah, sorry. Really distracted. Pretty tired at this point. There's a goblin, I guess here.
Yeah.
Cast sleep in, let's say, 20 and 20. So here, cast sleep, let's say here. Just in case.
And somehow it's going to knock out Saraf as well.
I hope so.
24. That is barely enough to put to sleep 2 goblins. One of whom will still occasionally let out a snorting chuckle in its sleep.
Mm.
And with that, combat is done.
All right. As it's on that note, I'm going to go ahead and fix up our elf lady here.
Okay, you can use a healing word or whatever you want.
Cure wounds.
While they're dealing with that, Theros is going to go back for the other prisoner.
Okay. And as you heal her, you'll see her wound net closed, and she still seems to be unconscious at the moment, but no longer is in danger.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to pick her up and then start carrying her, well, wherever the hell we're going. All right. Well, I have secured the prisoner. We should probably relocate to the main chamber to make sure that their boss is still contained and see what items they might have stolen.
That might be a good idea.
You'll find I'm full of good ideas. And then start happily trotting away, carrying the elf woman.
Okay. So, if you make your way back over there, the bugbear is still unconscious, slumped on the stairs into his chamber.
Theros will be tying him up.
Loot his stuff and loot the place.
I was gonna say
Yeah, loot everything.
search things, even though I'm not very good at searching things.
Okay, you're gonna have a look around.
Yeah. investigation?
Sure, yeah.
$13. Woo!
Well, the first thing that you can see is that a lot of the crates and barrels in this area always seem to be marked with the same image of a blue lion, which anyone that wants to can make me a history check.
Also, as a side note, I'm going to take 10 minutes and cast Detect Magic as a ritual
Alright.
in the middle of this room.
Okay.
History, yes. I totally, oh, she might actually know. Maybe. Probably not.
Well, you're familiar with the symbol, or that this marked upon all the barrels belongs to a merchant company named the Lion Shield Costa.
I might want to.
Which they mostly operate out of the town of Marston.
Wait, that's where we're headed, yeah?
I say mostly operate there. They have a warehouse and a trading post established in Marston. Their main holdings are further north.
There we go.
And among the supplies, you do find a small chest.
I guess it's locked.
No, it's not locked.
Surprising.
It's trapped.
It might
No,
be.
it's... Well, if you want to go ahead and roll your investigation for checking for traps.
You find all 0 traps.
Yep.
It doesn't seem to be trapped.
Okay. I'm gonna open it.
Okay. Popping it open, you find a small collection of treasure. There's 600 silver pieces and 110 gold pieces, 2 potions of healing, and a small jade statuette of a frog with a couple golden orbs for eyes.
Ooh, fancy.
Very, very fancy.
And Vika, at the end of your ritual, you do not detect anything magical in this chamber.
Okay. And I'm assuming nothing on the bugbear either.
No. Just had a javelin and a big heavy morning star. That he sadly did not hit anyone with.
Sadly. Poor thing.
Life is so hard for the bugbears.
It is. It's terrible.
Okay, so we'll just tuck the chest, I guess, into one of the coat pockets for the moment. And the rest of the crates and barrels were stamped with the blue lion.
Yes.
All of them, or just the majority?
A couple of them aren't. The majority of them are.
Okay. Art's not really one for fucking over the Merchant's Guild. Too much.
About how much stuff is in this room?
Basically enough that you'd basically need a wagon to transport it all if you wanted to take it with you.
Well, we just so happen to have a wagon.
We
Indeed.
technically have 2 because there was another one at the...
Yeah, but we don't have any horses for that one.
We have a ruin.
I was gonna say that!
He is mighty as a horse.
I was gonna gonna say we have a Ruin and a Seroth.
Our
I can't be.
strength.
But yeah. So I'm gonna say that maybe we should try to take as many of their goods with us as we can. No reason to let them rot here.
So,
The
I'm assuming.
sorry.
I'm assuming you coup de grace the other goblins that you all had unconscious. You probably weren't.
No, probably. Yeah.
Oh yeah, just quarterstaff to the dome, just skew, skew, skew.
And
Because we're
so,
keeping the bugbear, so we're killing all the little dudes. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I believe that's what's been said.
Yep.
Well, the
And I'm still
goblins
home.
spoke about a king, and the boss knew where the king was and stuff.
Yeah, so we caught the goblin to get the chief. We got the chief to get the king, and then we take the king to get the god. Well, that would be a little much for level 4. But yeah, so I guess let's start loading our prisoners and well, our one prisoner, our one rescuee. I don't know what the full term for that is. No matter. And as much of their cargo as we can take with us.
Okay, one of them is one of the crates that you pop open. It seems to be full of mostly looks to have mining supplies. There's several pickaxes in there. A couple helmets with fixtures fitted to them where they could set a candle on the top.
No take candle.
You know, take candle.
Always take candle.
Do we know if Marston's a mining town?
Marston itself is not. There's another town, another neighboring town called Silverkeep that is.
Okay. About how much of their stuff could we fit in our cart?
You could fit all of it in, but none of you would be able to ride in the cart if you did.
We're gonna have to leave someone behind then. It's unfortunate. I kid. But yeah, so
Well, I think we should just take everything.
yeah. No, we should 100% take everything. I was being a smartass.
Yeah, I just said I was checking the ones that weren't stamped with the blue lion because, you know, as much as Diero might think she's nothing more than a thief, she doesn't fuck with the merchant guilds.
Well,
And like I said, one of them seemed to be full of like mining supplies, like pickaxes, helmets, sort of, you know, also some like sort of flint and tinder, lanterns. The other one, what would be in that?
Pause.
Whores?
Yes.
Horse?
I don't know what I heard.
You heard whores.
Oh. No.
Yeah, so it's a, don't worry, I'll take control of that box.
No, it mostly just seems to be sort of basic clothing, overalls, boots, what have you.
Boots.
Cats. Beefy bison. As you're, you know, you secured your bugbear, as you're going through the crate, starting to, you know, actually move some of them out to, you know, probably go and fetch the wagon. I don't remember if you brought it up the trail with you to this cave
I
or
think
not.
we did.
No, we stashed it and like covered it in branches next to the little way up here.
And so it's about probably about 3/4 of a mile to a mile back to the wagons. You'd probably have to have, you know, go and fetch it and bring it back here.
Probably.
As you're you know, going through the various goods, you see the half-elf woman starts to stir.
Who gave her a spoon?
Hmm?
I said, who gave her a spoon?
Spoon.
Starts to stir. Ha ha.
Starts to stir with a spoon. That's a mom joke there.
The elf woman is rendered unconscious again by the poor joke.
Like, don't know if I'm assuming you would have probably untied her and removed the gag at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, while she was unconscious, no, because I've been hauling her around like a sack of grain. But when she starts to move, yes.
So she's gonna wake up, free from the goblins, still bound, not really any better off.
Hold on there. And then I'll set her down and I'll take the gag out and then I'll start working on the bindings.
Did you actually not unbind her
No.
beforehand?
Easier to carry if she's tied up.
I mean, I can't necessarily flaw his logic, but at the same time, why?
Because just roll with it.
I suppose I should thank you for my life, stranger.
Well, I mean, I would, but take it easy. You've had a rough day. Also, I apologize about the hole in your clothing. Actually, I have mending. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that real quick.
Thank you again. She sort of looks around the cave and sees Clark, where you've now got him bound.
So, sorry.
Dealt with the beast then.
Well, we dealt with a wolf and a bugbear and a bunch of goblins, but I don't know if we fought a beast. Devil-blooded girl, have we fought a beast?
What?
Art. No one has ever actually said Art's name in front of Vika. She does not know who she is.
You called her devil-blooded woman. She's just gonna be looking at you seriously offended.
Technically not wrong.
Technically not wrong, but she would have preferred being called horny girl over devil-blooded woman.
I meant no offense. I just don't know what else to call you.
The
Hey, you.
tiefling works.
You can call me Art. And depends on what manner of beast you're talking about. We've fought several beasts. And she's gonna look over at the bugbear that's probably tied up. Is that the beast we're talking about?
She'll just nod slowly.
Oh, then yes, we have handled the beast.
Have you any water?
Yes. Art will offer her water skin.
She'll take it from you gratefully and have a few gulps before handing it back. Thank you. We've been here for days.
We understand that there were two of you. Do you know what happened to your partner?
Gundren?
Sure.
He was. Well, we were separated when they brought us here. You hear them talking, saying that they were taking him to the chief of the Cragmores at their castle. I don't know where that is.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that that wasn't him they were eating.
Not to my knowledge. They wanted something he had, a map.
Do you know what the map was of?
Gundren Rockseeker was his name. He and his brothers had been searching for years, decades even, for there's old mines in this region called the Wave Echo Caves, and he believed he'd found them. He had a map plotted to their location. I think these goblins and the chief wanted the map in these caves for themselves.
And you said his name was Gundren Rockseeker?
Yes. Let me put it in here. Maybe you can spell Rockseeker, but this is his first name.
I was close. I had a second U. And you said the Way of Echoes Caves.
Wave Echo Cave.
Wave Echo. Got it.
I heard them talking. The bugbear, Clark, kept on referring to someone that the Black Spider sent word that the dwarf was to be brought to him. I know fucking spiders are everywhere, everyone I know.
No, not that.
Okay. Well, luckily, we do still have our Mr. Clark here, and I'm sure we'll be able to get him to be forthcoming with that information.
Indeed.
He may die before he gives it up.
He may not have that luxury.
Where are my manners? I'm Asildar Hallwinter.
I am Vika Habron, a cleric of Moradin. This young devil blood is Art, and some of the other people we are traveling with are elsewhere in the cave, making sure that all of the threats have been handled.
Let's see.
Art is gonna continue to be offended every time Vika calls her a devil blood.
That's what they're called where she's from. It's like, have you ever met somebody from like the deep south who doesn't know any better?
So
You.
you basically use the N-word, and everyone's supposed to be understanding of you now.
Well, they don't have to be understanding of me. Just that's the scenario. So she's not saying with any sort of like ire or any sort of like maliciousness. It's not like, she's spitting it like, it's just like, oh no, that's just a description. This one has the blood of a devil in it. It is a devil blood. That one is a shiny lizard. But she knows what dragonborns are called. So, were you headed to or from Marston?
I'd been on my way to Marston when we were captured.
Oh, good. So we're heading in the same direction. Unfortunately, your horses were killed, but their cart was destroyed. Yeah.
Basically, one of the wheels was broken off,
And your wagon was incapacitated, so you will have to travel with us for a little while. I hope you're okay with that. Or if you'd like, you can go on ahead. However, you would be on your own.
if it's not too much trouble, I wouldn't mind the escort as far as Marston. I'd be willing to compensate you for your troubles.
Oh, good. Then yes, you're more than welcome.
I have nothing on me right now, but I have friends in Marston. I can arrange something when we arrive.
Yeah, we can worry about that when we get there. That's not an immediate concern.
She's the friend of criminals, and she will have them kill us. You guys have insight or something?
Oh yeah,
Ruin.
I mean, I guess.
Ruin, stop channeling your Kitsuki powers.
But as it's actually better point are you actually going to say something to that effect, Ruin?
No.
Because if no, I'm just gonna be like, nah, she seems legit. All right. So I guess at this point, all that's left to do, and have we swept the rest of the cave? Everything's clear.
You've gone through quite far. You've killed off any goblins you found, or any that seem to be still alive but sort of clinging on to life barely.
Okay. And then, did anybody search the goblin sleeping area where they were keeping her?
We did not.
Not specifically.
All right. Can we get somebody who's better than me at investigation?
I'd say you don't need to roll to search it. There isn't really a lot there to be found. One of the goblins had a small pouch on it. The one that tried to get a truce had a few gold teeth, 3 gold teeth in it, and 15 silver pieces.
Gross. Teeth.
I mean, it sounds like they're interchangeable for gold coins.
No, fair enough. All right. So then, do we just want to go through and start loading up stuff in the cart, and then going about our merry way?
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
As you're going through searching the rest of the cave, you'll see Sej talking in sort of, low grunts to the walls for a while, and then unchain the wolves in there, or after feeding on a couple more goblin bodies, leave the caves and disappear off into the trees.
Deal with wolves kept.
That can be a good thing for later on, but hopefully they'll stick to actual animal feet.
Or goblins.
It seems like they developed a taste for goblin, yeah.
It's like, we have a taste for goblin flesh. Yes,
Alright. So then, yeah, we'll... Sorry.
Yes, I met Gundren back in Whiteshore. We'd been traveling northward to this area. And myself, I'm looking for a friend of mine in Marston. He hasn't been seen for a while.
Oh no, that's very unfortunate. What did your friend do?
The same thing as me.
Oh, merchant.
Crown's Guard.
Oh, what? As Zavika looks surprised at this.
He and I were both swordsworn and agents of the Crown.
So were you just escorting the other person, and he was the merchant.
Gundren, not exactly a merchant, no.
Then what exactly?
As I said, he and his brothers were, well, miners, explorers. They were looking for a lost mine.
Okay, so as an aside, so we've got he's a miner / explorer. She's a Crown's Guard. And we have a whole bunch of shit stamped with a trading house that they weren't affiliated with.
Basically, he wasn't a merchant, but he had basically been the dwarf Gundren. Essentially been hired to transport goods. I met with him. We were traveling in the same direction, and so I was acting as his guard.
That I would like to insight check.
Go ahead.
Insight. I believe everything.
You're fairly sure what she's told you is true so far.
Okay.
Thank you. Generally, I'd like to think I could handle myself, but a few goblins maybe, but they attacked us with more than 20.
Yes, we have murdered a lot of the tiny little creatures. They are wildly unpleasant things. But one of them was rather humorous.
I dread to think which one.
But, yes, so, once again, let's go ahead and get everything loaded, and, we shall, wait, is the bugbear awake yet? Or is he still swamped?
No, he's sort of going in and out of consciousness. I don't know if you're letting him wake up or if you're just swatting him whenever he does, until you can deal with him properly later.
Sarah?
You got ropes.
Okay. Because we do need to get information out of him. But do we want to do that before we leave, or we want to do that on the road, like, as we're going?
Well, you'd have to probably carry him if you did it as you're going.
Well, I mean, sure, but we can carry shit.
We're also carrying a bunch of heavy boxes and a creature.
We're going to have to make a couple of trips.
I could make a Tensor's floating disc.
That's also true.
Or magic.
Yes, if you wish to question him, Clark will, after a while, start to come around. Well, presumably a couple of you are moving crates and barrels.
As I'd say, I'll stick with tending to our wounded elf and helping load stuff.
Puny wretches, let Clark go.
So, how do we go about interrogating this guy?
Well, I would suggest intimidation, but that's just me.
Let Clark loose, or Clark will grind your bones to dust.
That seems wise. Do we have Dero? I imagine Dero could get something out of this guy.
We could try as well.
Although Cesar is not in the call.
Oh, he's not?
What?
I didn't even realize.
Oh shit.
Where did he leave?
Maybe his internet is dead.
No.
He's online.
Maybe something came up and he had to go.
That might be it. Anyways, what do we want to actually ask this thing?
Well, where's his king's castle? Isn't that the issue originally?
Not sure. Clark, you'll tell us where your king is. You've already been beaten. Don't make this much worse for yourself.
What castle?
And where is that?
Hmm?
And where is that?
Why should Clark tell you? Puny lizard.
Because I can keep you here as long as we wish. And I could certainly do far worse to you. After all, you are a captive. You've lost. You're weak.
Clark never weak. Just that struggling against his bonds. If you want to go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
Rolling.
Do you resist intimidation with anything, or is it just the number you set?
It's a number I set.
Whoops.
Clark ain't really got much he feels like sharing.
Oh. Clark doesn't feel like sharing.
As I'd say, on seeing that Vika in passing carrying a box will be like, I would listen to her. The last person that didn't ended up with their throat slit. And then she'll just keep on walking.
Oh my god, cat, stop. I love you too. Please stay away from my keyboard.
The telltale jingle of getting tossed.
No, that's me leaning over and her flopping over on her belly because she hopped down. Oh, flopping over on her back. For the, I did nothing wrong. Art's gonna walk closer to where I guess Seraph's trying to interrogate Clark. You don't want to talk to the lizard man, would you rather talk to me?
I don't want to talk no one.
No one? Not at all? Especially not the red brands?
What?
So he has no idea about the other bandits.
He's probably just a member of the group, rather just.
The red brands are a different group, so I'm assuming he's working for something else.
That's possible.
I don't know nothing about no red brands. Nothing to do with King Groll.
Why don't you tell us about King Grawl? Enlighten us.
Must be strong if you serve him.
Stronger than you, lizard.
Stronger than you?
Shrugs. Yo, one's stronger than Cog.
He said, ain't nobody? Ain't no one? Well, if he's not stronger than you, then why is he king?
There first.
Well, if he gets there...
Cog will have its turn.
Well, if we know how to get there, we get rid of him, well, you might be able to set up shop right after he disappears.
Cog don't need your help.
She's gonna... I'm assuming there's not any more goblin corpses, or there might be. I don't know. There's probably still
There-
blood on the walls.
I think the goblins have all been dragged away.
Yeah. There's still probably blood. But you don't have any more men for you. Do help.
What you want?
All I want is to know where the castle is. And how to get
He
there.
looks around. He looks around slowly and then just nods his head off to one side. That way. I think.
I think. If we took you out of the cave, would you know?
Yeah.
I guess I could carry him out.
I was gonna say, Art is gonna look to Seroth and Ruin and ask if they would like to escort our charming friend outside the cave.
Yep, gonna have him up. Keep his bangs out of bite range.
Yeah, we can do it, sure.
Let's get to the front of the cave.
So, you want to know how to find the castle?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, all you need to do is go this way. And he's gonna snap the ropes around his ankles and he's gonna start trying to run off.
Let's try. Clark.
Well, that's an attack of opportunity right there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's a shame, Clark.
Indeed, it is a shame.
That's where he dodges both of us. Escapes.
I got
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I got my short bow.
Yeah. He has to somehow run faster than both any of us. So,
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to outrun. Well, he can't outrun Art, and I don't think he's gonna outmaneuver you two.
I have a short bow, and I still have a dagger out. Because I'd walked over
If-
there with the
if-
dagger.
If you're wanting to try and hit him as he's trying to run, go ahead and attack.
You want to hit him first, Run? I think you're more likely to hit.
if you want, yeah. I'll
But the
use
Warhammer
my-
is going to be less dangerous than that.
I'll use my fighting spirit and get an advantage, since we are not in a flanking position for some reason. Die. Wow, that was pretty bad.
Hit or miss.
Well, in that case, I'll use action surge since we have had a short rest. And attack again. No, wait, I can't because this
Opportunity.
This is not-
Opportunity.
yeah, that's the opportunity. Yeah, no, Seraph, you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yep.
Some people insist skating uphill.
And back down he goes. It's going to be a non-lethal hit.
Alright. He's gonna get a few feet away and then go down again.
And the peeling. 1. He gets more than that. Just to keep him from dying.
No, I think it's only just like wham. All right, let's try this again.
Yeah, he goes down because it's non-lethal. He just kind of... And when he comes to... He's gonna
Just
be out of
why-
rope.
Just why would Clark tell you anything? You're just gonna kill Clark when you're done.
I said nothing about killing you. You're assuming that. I offered to help you take over the castle. So if I offer that, why would I kill you?
I don't believe devil women.
No. You know, that makes the third time within a short period of time someone has said that to me. And I have done absolutely nothing to say that I'm a devil. But you're pushing your luck, and I really, really don't want to be that person. I'll try my intimidation. I don't, because it wouldn't be deception. She's mad. She really is. And she
Deception
can't.
would have been what. Deception would have been for what you were trying before.
Yeah.
Intimidation's now, yeah.
Yeah. Because she genuinely never said she was going to hurt him or kill him. And she did make the offer to help him out. He probably would have died, but you know, that's not here or there. She wasn't lying to him. So, I guess I'll roll intimidation. 6. She's not intimidating at all.
No.
I suppose fair up, I'll try again.
I have bad dice today.
I like to repeat my initiative rolls. Yeah. Because, yes, you will likely die at the end of this. But until we do, I can keep bringing you back again. And again. And again. As you may have noticed. Until you're nothing more than pile of sticky meat.
Not trying to torture the guy, just want information. Just getting terrible social roles to get him to actually say something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just a bit sort of distracted here. Something else going on.
I know I am about to be. I have to go out and do some things real quick, so I'll be back.
I was gonna say, do we want to take like a 5 or 10 minute like break for people to get drinks and stuff?
Well, now getting break, I had to do actual outside stuff for a bit.
Yeah. But I'm saying if Aldor's distracted, do we want to just take like a 5 or 10 minute break and
Yeah,
everybody get
yeah,
drinks,
that's
go to
right back.
bathroom, that sort of thing?
Yeah, actually, this time breaks.
That works.